So let's begin with the definition of digital marketing. I'm sure that you all must have heard of digital marketing and have been experienced it from whatever channel you surf on web, whether you go on Facebook, whether you go on Google, whether you go on Twitter, or you're watching a video, you always see certain ads, certain communications going around. Right? So let's begin with the definition of digital marketing, which I'm sure you must know already. You all already know it, but let's begin with it. It's an umbrella term. Basically, it's an umbrella term of the marketing of products or services using digital technologies, mainly on the internet, but also including mobile phones, display advertising, and any other digital medium. So what are those mediums? Let's begin with the medium that we basically consider as digital platform or digital medium. So now, the definition which we just saw, what does that mean? It means simply promotion of products or brands via one or more forms of electronic media. And which are these electronic media? You all must be aware of this picture. You all know. We all are using it right now. You all know this. Might be somewhere near you. The mobile, the tabs. These are the mediums which we use normally for digital marketing or promoting our product or services using digital marketing techniques. So inbound marketing. This term, I'm not so sure if you all are familiar with this term. I'll try to explain it. What does that mean and why digital marketing is also called inbound marketing? This is one of the key factors in digital marketing. It is about people finding you. This is one of very important or critical factor in digital marketing. Digital marketing, there are two forms of marketing. One is push marketing and one is pull marketing. Digital marketing includes both, but then pull marketing is something which is very important in digital marketing, where people try to find you. They may conduct an organic online search, a paid search, find your business on a social network, or by reading content that has been published online, such as blog or an article. This is how people like to or normally find you on digital platform. The more they see you or content, the more familiar they become with the brand. They will eventually develop a trust and rapport with your with you through this online presence. Just think of a situation when you are meeting a stranger on a street, right? What kind of trust you normally have with the person going or just asking you an address or something about. So the trust level would be very low. But when you keep on meeting the same person every now and then, morning, evening, afternoon, the trust starts building up. The same way product or services, when it starts interacting with you, when it starts exposing it to you or pushing it to you, you start getting more and more trust. Think of the brand, close your eyes and think of the brand. Two brands that will come immediately with you. Think of a retail brand, think of an e-commerce website. You know which websites the most, I am sure. The moment you close your eyes and think of two biggest e-commerce website in India, what brands actually comes on your mind? It could be Flipkart, it could be Amazon. I'm sure this is what you must have imagined when you closed your eyes, right? So this is why it is Flipkart or why Amazon? Because they invest a lot in advertising and marketing. They are on TV, they are on Facebook, they are on Google search, they are everywhere, right? So that is how you develop a trust. A brand building trust is it is just about making you familiar, and then it comes. Hello. The more you see the brand, the more you start experiencing it, the more you start developing trust on it. We all know traditional marketing, what all traditional marketing means, which are the mediums, which are the tools that we used to have in traditional marketing versus digital marketing. This is just one slide. I'm sure this is not required, but still, just to make you familiar with the things. So traditional versus digital, you know, this is what all the tools that we use normally in traditional marketing and what are the tools that we use in digital marketing. So, you know, print media is a form of traditional marketing, broadcast media such as TV, radio ads, direct mail, telemarketing. Most of these are still prevalent. They are also doing good, but then you have an advantage now with the digital medium coming in the platform. The platform that we use for marketing is websites, social networking sites, content marketing, banner ads, Google ads, video marketing, email marketing. You all are exposed to all these channels, whether it's a website, whether it's a social networking site, which means Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram. Content marketing, when you go to see content marketing, again, is something which is very interesting. I'll be covering this later in my slide as well, because this is something that's the, again, crux of digital marketing, or the moment we say inbound marketing or pull marketing, content plays a vital role in that. So that becomes a very important aspect of digital marketing, the content. You must have heard of content as king. You cannot do anything without content, and actually this is very much correct. It is the content which actually builds the trust, which it actually makes you go towards it. It attracts. It is the content. So banner ads, Google ads, video marketing, email marketing are the tools or the channels that we use normally for digital marketing. Why digital marketing? We have traditional marketing, we have TV, we have radio, we have print ads. Then why digital marketing? What is the benefit of it? Cost. The most important factor for any advertiser, for any business. One of the most important factors is the cost. So what happens when you launch a TV ad or you try to produce a TV ad? There are a lot of cost involved in it. You need to have actors, you need to have people around it, you need to have location, you need to have a production, you need to shoot video. And then again, the commercial, when you go on TV, they put 10-second charges and everything would be involved. So that requires a lot of cost in it. When it comes to digital marketing, the cost benefit that we get in digital marketing, you can't even imagine on that factor. It's a huge gap. So cost is one of the important factors why every advertiser today or every marketer today is running towards digital. Reach and segmentation. So I'll try to explain this with the help of medium, which is the traditional, and in traditional media, I'm picking up television, and then versus digital that we do normally. And since it's a DRTV, since we are talking about the TV commercial, let's take a digital platform, say for example, YouTube. I want to promote something on YouTube and I want to promote something on TV. So what benefit I'll have? Reach and segmentation. The term reach means, I'm sure everybody understands this term. What does reach mean? Reach means going out, how many people actually went and see your ad, how many people actually, how your ad is reaching to, how many people your ads are reaching up to. So this is reach. Segmentation can be of various types. It can be based on demographics, it can be based on age, it can be based on sex, it can be based on geography. It can be a lot of segmentation can be done, right? It can be based on income group. It can be various segmentation that you can do in digital marketing. But when you're running an ad on TV, you know who your target audience are, but then you cannot segment. You just have to find out the right kind of program, maybe, because you believe that, okay, this particular program, suppose that I wanted to promote myself on Times Now, I would go and I'll launch myself on prime time and say, because Arnab Goswami's program is something which is important, or this particular program is important, and I know the kind of audience would be watching this, so I'll go ahead and say, okay, this is the time or this is the slot I wanted to book. But that is again an assumption. That would be one assumption, which may be right, which could be almost right. But when it comes to segmentation digital marketing, you are 100% right. Why? Because the data you are sharing, when you are on mobile, when you are on Gmail, when you are on Facebook, the data you have shared with your Facebook, the information that you have shared with the Facebook, the information that you have shared when you are making your email addresses, like your name, your gender, your date of birth. So when I want to advertise on Google and I say, okay, I want to show my ads only to the females and females belonging to 25 to 40, Google exactly knows, okay, fine, who all are females, who all belongs to this particular age. So that segmentation is 100% perfect there. And that is why you get better response, or you can expect a better response there when it comes to reach and segmentation. So this is another advantage of digital marketing. Pull factor, as I mentioned that. So there's two kinds of marketing, that is pull and push. In digital marketing, there is certain things which is very organic. When you go to Google or you type yourself, okay, for example, you want to buy a mobile, and go ahead and Google and say, okay, I want to buy a mobile. Now you will be thrown up with a lot of ads. There would be paid ads, there would be organic ads. As I mentioned earlier, content is the king. The moment you see the ads, you might be this, there will be certain factors which would attract it towards you. It could be price, it could be the content of the ad message that has been shown in the ad. It depends on you what you are looking for. But when you say I want to, so the moment you say that I want to buy a mobile and you are thrown an ad and you click on a particular ad, that means you are an interested candidate and you are in prospect and you are going on that particular website or particular app and you're completing your purchase cycle or purchase process. So this is very important factor again in digital marketing as a pull factor, which is again very important. But what happens when it comes to TV or traditional medium? So we are thrown to the ads. We are watching our favorite program and suddenly the break comes and we are thrown. And what we do normally in that, we just grab the remote and try to change the channel or find out some other way. So that pull factor is missing when it comes to traditional medium. But when it comes to digital medium, the pull factor works wonderfully. So what next? Engaging and interactive. Again, this is, you all must have interacted with a lot of ads. You must have seen the HTML5 ads, Flash ads, or you must have reacted to a particular brand ads, or so many things that you can do when it comes to web. When you're watching an ad on TV, what you do normally, you cannot react to those ads, or even if you're reacting, nobody is listening. The only people listening is people around you. The brand is not listening to you. But when you react to a web advertising, through a comment, through a feedback, through likes, through so many other things, it becomes engaging and interactive. It actually, the brand, you are reacting to the brand actually is listening to you. And then when brand listens to its audience, it means better product, better services. It means refined, everything is now refined. So that becomes very, very crucial factor again for when it comes to digital marketing, which is completely missing in the traditional media. Instant. This is again so very interesting factor. I want to be on Facebook. I want to launch an ad. I want to promote something. I'll just open up my Facebook. I'll go to my advertiser account. I'll create an ad and up and running. That's it. It will take just maximum time of an hour to be on Facebook or to launch my ad, provided I have the creative ready with me. If it is there, I'll just take an hour and everything is done. But what happens when it comes to traditional medium? Is it instant? No. That instant part is completely missing, right? You have to wait. You have to wait for the production to happen. You have to plan for the media. You have to wait for the production to happen. When production has happened, then you go ahead and then you launch it, and then based on the slot, you get it. So let's take another benefit of. Let's take another benefit, that is trackable and measurable. When you're watching an ad on television, or when a brand launches itself on television or showcases itself on television, were you able to measure it in the real time? How many people actually have watched your ad? How many people, after watching your ad, has taken any action, whether they have went to the shop next or bought something or did something which you wanted them to do? Is it trackable? No. If somebody sees an ad on print media, you spend a lot on the print media, you see you book a full page ad on the print, on the daily, say for example on Times of India or Hindustan Times, but can you measure the response that you get out of it? Do you have any action, measurable action there? And can you say it with guarantee, okay, fine, this particular caller has called, or this has visited on my website because he or she has seen my ad on daily newspaper or today's newspaper? No, that is not possible. But when it comes to digital marketing, you know each and every person coming on the website, you know the source, where is it coming from? What action, what behavior has happened on the website, whether the conversion has happened after this behavior or not. So everything is trackable. Everything is measurable. That's the beauty of digital marketing. And why? So now, so there are two, relate this now. When I started with the cost, and I'm ending in this with trackable and measurable. This becomes a very interesting or very scientific way to advertise, because you know the cost factor is less. At the same time, you can measure your or track your visitors or action that visitor is taking, which means maximum, which means in most of the cases, that is revenue, right? So you know the cost you have incurred. Now you know the revenue has which actually you are getting based on the behavior of the people. So that mapping is completely, absolutely there, that which you can do. If you go into web analytics, if you're using any other analytics that you have as a tool of digital media, you exactly know where the source is coming from, which page this particular visitor has visited, what all activities that particular visitor has done on my website, what action has been taken, whether the desired action that could be a buy, or that could be a download, or that could be enrollment, whatever the desired action I have thought for my audience, whether that has been done or completed or not. So this is the beauty of digital. So cost optimization, ROI, which is completely trackable and measurable. My ad, whether this is working or not, how many clicks I have got on my ad, what was the impressions, how many people actually saw that ad. So everything is measurable when it comes to digital marketing. So that's the advantage of having digital marketing as a platform. And that's no wonder why every marketer or every advertiser today is running after it, because of these benefits that we get. These are the just 6 benefits which I have mentioned here. Trust me, there are much more than this. Let's go to next slide. So Facebook, the number of users that are currently on Facebook is 142 million users in India using Facebook. Now, as an advertiser, we are not only bothered about number of users which Facebook has currently. As an advertiser, what we see, we can reach out to 142 million users which are on Facebook. We can showcase our product or services on Facebook. Using Facebook as an advertising medium, we can showcase to this many people. We can do segmentation, a lot of segmentation, and we can 100% reach out to these people by targeting them. So this is one of the potential as an advertiser that we see. What this number means to advertiser is I have potentially 142 prospect which is on Facebook. Reaching out to out of 5%, 10% or 15% would only depend on what my product or services or what I'm intending to. If you talk of Twitter, it has again 22.2 million users, which is in India. Again, a very effective medium, and I am sure you all must be using your Twitter handles and doing a lot of activities on Twitter. And the kind of advertising, you also been exposed to a lot of advertising, knowingly or unknowingly. Some might have in some of the advertising you must be interested even, and you must have taken action as well. So this is how we can reach out. This is the number of total users that we can reach out using digital media. Google now processes over 40,000 search queries every second on average. Can you imagine this search? The moment we are speaking, before I finish this question, 40,000 queries has been sent on Google. Isn't it amazing? Before we even think of putting a query, 40,000 queries are already live. And this is the stats not for India, this is global stats. 40,000 queries globally has been put. That is 3.5 billion searches per day, or 1.2 trillion searches per year worldwide. The kind of potentiality internet or digital has. Just see this. Can we match it with the traditional medium that we have? No way. This is something which is outstanding. Email accounts. How many email accounts is there in the world? It's 4.1 billion email accounts worldwide by year in 2015. This is the stats for 2015 where we see 4.1 billion emails. It is going to increase further to 4.9 billion by the end of 2070. The online advertising market in India, which we all are, why we are interested in digital marketing, why are we having this session? Because of this particular line. The advertising market in India was estimated to be 3,000 crore in 2015 from 2,750 crore in 2015. So can you imagine the kind of potentiality digital marketing